Good morning. Another beautiful day in Sydney, and today I'm on my gravel bike, which has been collecting dust for a long time, and now it's finally out. Michael's here with his grizzle, so we're just heading north to do a little gravel loop. Nothing crazy, probably about maybe 50-60k up to Manly Dam and then down to North Head before we go get some brekkie, get a park up. So we're motoring along Military Road now. Time is 6:42, so we met up at 6:30. We're making good progress. So a bit about the route today. It's a mixture of road and gravel, about half-half, but the off-road sections are the ones that are a bit more on the sketchy side for gravel bikes. So here's a bit of a lesson on Sydney, but there's not too many gravel roads. If you want to ride off-road, at least in Metro Sydney, you need to take mainly fire trails or the less dodgy mountain bike tracks. Right now we're riding up to Manly Dam. There's some good sections of single track up there, which are doable on a gravel bike without having to jump off anything crazy or unclip. So then we got some fire trail before heading over to North Head, which is more like a walking track. Look at that. All right.
So a lot of people ask me how I come up with my gravel routes. One of the best ways is to follow someone on Strava that you know does a lot of gravel riding in your area and pretty much just copy their routes, because at least you know it's rideable. But if you're trying to come up with something new, this is what I do. So the first step is to go onto Strava or to Garmin Connect. You turn on the heat map, and specifically for gravel riding. On Strava, there's a setting there where you can do your preference for dirt roads. And on Garmin, there's actually one where you can filter for gravel activities. Now you have to be careful because sometimes people mislabel their activities. For example, they go for a trail run and they'll put it down as a gravel ride. And the result of this is that sometimes you get heat maps that show up in areas which are not rideable at all. And I've had this experience where I had to carry my back for an hour and a half through Roseville Chase Park because there's heat maps there that showed that people rode through there. So first step is heat maps. Second step is go onto Google Maps. Use the satellite view to see if there's a road or a path there that's wide enough to be ridden, and also use Street View. So I always use Street View just to check the entrance of the trail. If it's a fire trail, that means it's suitable for vehicles, which means you can probably ride it. in the end, a lot of it comes down to trial and error. I've had plenty of rides which end up being more hiker bike than actual riding. So that's part of the fun sometimes. If you want to do more gravel riding, longer distance stuff where you have more suitable, smoother gravel, you probably have to go up north or south. The best places for this would be up around Wiseman's Ferry, which I'd have to probably drive to. I've also done some gravel riding up north, which is really nice, up around Central Coast. And there's plenty of people who do regular gravel rides up there, so I'd highly recommend having a look at those and trying to find people that do routes up there. Alright, that's my tips.
Go to the right. There's a really steep climb coming up. If you can get to the top of it without clipping, I'll buy you coffee. Actually, that goes for all of you. I'll buy. I don't have fucking gears.
I don't remember.
Yeah, so you're.
Yeah, but you're in the optimal gear.
When you see it, you'll know because
Is it rough though? Is it like chunky?
Yeah, it's chunky and it's like.
Then it's very.
So I've done this route maybe like 6 or 7 times and I've never been able to do it without
I'm
unclipping.
pretty sure I've done this on like the mountain bike before.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right. Free coffee if you can do it.
Already.
No good. Oh yeah, every time. Michael, you got it pretty well, considering no gears.
It's all good.
For the IG, man. Yeah, where's that
Our mechanic, it is like the most, yeah, of course, and for most bike shops you have.
That's my mistake. We ride for a couple K on gravel, no issues. Get onto the tarmac, flat. That's just how it is.
So I just did that to stop.
Yeah. Anyway, that was just a enjoyable little gravel ride. I'm almost home now on 47 Ks. So yeah, I think it's interesting because obviously there's not that many routes in Sydney, and sometimes you have to cobble together a few tracks and be a bit more imaginative. So maybe if you ride gravel in Sydney, let me know below and let me know some of the routes you ride. I'd be very, very keen to try out something new for another video. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.